Woo. As a storyteller, a game like The Last of Us was so superb in the way it weaved its narratives around some pretty heavy things and still managed to bundle up an amazing amount of character development between Joel and Ellie and have fun game mechanics too. And before I go on, when I say I'm a storyteller, I haven't been able to actually finish a lot of my creative pieces, but I'm bloody good at planning plotlines for maximum feels and whatnot. And with the first cinematic trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 released recently, I quite enjoyed dwelling into some fan theory videos about what they think the new story will be about. Because when I finished The Last of Us, I belonged in the category that was quite content with the game being a standalone one. Even if there were some things that still lingered about the world in general, especially about the Fireflies and their whole organization. The main journey of the game was completed. Of course, the physical journey of getting Ellie to that Fireflies base was completed, but also the emotional journey that the two main characters underwent, accepting each other and realizing that they couldn't really live without the other, that was complete. Of course, the latter was a little bit shaky, with Ellie's altruistic nature coming out, making Joel swear that he was telling the truth, that the Fireflies didn't need her, but she seemed to accept it somewhat, and their emotional journeys were completed. The credits rolled, and I don't think I'm alone in thinking this, but I liked to imagine that they lived a relatively normal life with Tommy's group, done and dusted. Basically a happily ever after moment. Or at least the best one we could have hoped for and the characters could achieve in the post-apocalyptic universe that The Last of Us is in. But then the trailer for Part 2 came out. Ugh. And boy, I loved it. It was beautiful, it was emotional, and most of all, it was impactful. And while I did enjoy listening to the fan theories, I came across what was called the Theseus theory by Strange Rebel Gaming. It's a really good video, very informational, and you can take a look at it by clicking on the link in the description. For summary, the theory states that Naughty Dog might be going for a storyline that is akin to the Greek tale of Theseus. Her proof is that the Theseus poster is the only legible poster that you can see in the whole trailer, and that the head guy, whose name have escaped my mind right now as I'm writing this, has lived, I think, around half of his life around the area that the Theseus tale was written to have happened. Is that even a good sentence? I don't know. To me, the Theseus theory is pretty solid, at least in the storytelling part. Strange Rebel Gaming goes on to make a number of theoretical guesses and repurposes the Theseus tale to fit in the universe of The Last of Us. And the storyteller in me welled in hope, because what she described could happen in the new game seems like the best thing that Naughty Dog could hope for. I pretty much agree with what she hypothesized would happen, complete with the suiciding father in the original tale, only this time it'll be Joel, because he's the father figure. I agree that it would be the best way to deliver an emotional journey that is harrowing, yet beautiful at the same time. And even though with a lot of the most popular theories that popped up after the trailer was released, and the Theseus theory, that if Naughty Dog would go with something like that, Joel will inevitably end up dead. This is the best story that they can go with and end Part 2 in a more satisfying emotional closure. Even if Joel is one of the most favorite characters in any fictional story, in any medium, and not just because he shares the same name with me, I still agree that this would be the best story to provide that closure. Even though my somewhat utopia-like imagination of what life could have been for Ellie and Joel at the end of Part 1 is now destroyed by the reveal that there will be a Part 2, I feel like if Naughty Dog do use the Theseus story as a basis for Ellie's and Joel's journey through Part 2, I could leave the game satisfied. My heart would feel like it's just been stabbed at the moment that Joel dies, but at least my storytelling side will be content with the closure that's given. So let's hope that Naughty Dog manages to deliver another wonderful game. And hope that there won't be a Part 3, because I don't think my heart can take it.
Now go with him.
Don't take long. And you, stay close.
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill every last one of them.